Okay, I want to welcome you tonight to our purpose, your guiding light. So we're going to be talking a lot about your guiding light and why it's important to you tonight. Let's go to our first slide. Sorry. Okay, so it's a beautiful summer morning training presentation. We do one of these every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We send out the link to our mailing list and also in our social media, so you can find when we are having our next session. So the next one is next Wednesday, September the 21st. So how purpose becomes your guiding light. So I just use this slide here. Purpose creates your dream from which you derive your goals. And let me just move myself out of the way here. Just for this slide. Purpose, or why, that's the top, the highest part of this sort of triangle of your purpose. So your purpose or your why. From that, you determine what your dream is. What do you want? How do you want to live your life based on that purpose? What would it look like? What would be the perfect day for you by living your purpose? What would it look like? And then your goals are small parts of the dream. So that sort of gives you the hierarchy. Once you have purpose, you create your dream, and from that you can derive your goals. And I've said this a million times, you can't set goals in the absence of your dream or purpose. You must have a purpose to which your goals are related or aligned. So all of this aligns. So if your goal doesn't align with your purpose, then we have a problem. You're out of alignment and you're going to struggle. It's a simple thing of an alignment. So 2 quotes to start. If you know what your purpose is, realize that let me give you that again. If you don't know what your purpose is, realize that one reason for your existence on earth is to find it. Source, Oprah Winfrey. So think about that. If you are sitting here listening to me tonight and you don't really have a purpose, then the important thing to do is to find it. Go on a journey and discover your purpose. And what we're doing is creating a course for you that will help you find that purpose. Okay, let me move myself once again. Okay, so the other quote is, your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. And that's Buddha said that. So again, it's to find your work and then devote yourself to your work. So the reasons, it gives you reasons not to hit the snooze button. So how many? I mean, I used to do it. I don't hit that snooze button very often anymore. It's a very rare occasion that happens. So what is your reason not to hit the snooze button? So finding your life purpose, the one thing you are uniquely gifted to offer to the world, may be difficult to rediscover. So here I just like keeping to point out that it's rediscover. Everything we're talking about is rediscovering what's already within us. It's already there. Our purpose is already there. We just need to rediscover it, dig it out, unbury it, take away and remove all the clutter so that we can find what our purpose is. My suggestion is to start small by giving yourself a reason to get out of bed in the morning. So start with that. What will get you out in the bed in the morning? Is it to make sure that your kids get off to a healthy start in the morning, that they have a nice breakfast and they're all ready and they're dressed for school and they know what they're going to do for the day and they are confident that you have their back? Is that your purpose? Will that get you out of bed? Or is it something else that will get you out of bed and get you moving in the morning? What would make you want to get out of bed? It doesn't have to save the world. So it doesn't have to be something world saving. We're not talking about some heroic journey that you go out and slay dragons. Although that, when you find your life purpose, is sort of what you go out and do. But at this point, where we're just starting out and we're looking at how to find and develop a purpose, then the idea is to start small. Like, you don't have to think of something really huge. Think about it, journal about it. So think about what that is, write about it, spend some time reflecting. Ask the universe just before you go to bed. I'm a big fan of this. As you're laying your head down on your bed, just to ask the universe, I'm struggling with this. I give this question up to you. What is my life purpose? And just let it go. Don't think about it. And you'll be surprised when you listen in the morning to how the universe has responded to that. Write the reason, when you have a reason to get out of bed, write it down on a piece of paper and keep it close to your bed so that you can look at it, remind you, because now you're in the beginning stages of developing a habit. So you look at it, and maybe the first thing you're going to do is gratitude. You're going to be thankful for your life. And that is going to be part of the motivation that moves you out of bed. And you want to make sure that you start on the very best footing you can for the day, that you start creating your day. Now, that reason isn't set in stone. It evolves as you evolve. So for now, it's whatever you think will get you out of bed, but later it becomes more your understanding of your true purpose, and everybody has a unique purpose, begins to change as you evolve. It keeps you aligned and reduces distraction. This is like, I can't tell you how big a change this created in my life. A life purpose holds you to your course. It holds you on your course. Our modern world is, as you know, full of distraction. There are all these amazing images on television, on social media. Here's what your life should look like. Here's how many friends you have. This is the kind of car you should be driving. This is the channel you should be watching on television. This is the foods you should be eating. These are the vacations you should be going on. And if you're not, well, there's something wrong with you. That's the message from social media and our television media. It's inculcating ways to live that don't actually really serve your purpose. And so we go off down that path. For instance, you see, oh, everybody's driving this brand new car. Maybe I should take my savings and go out and buy a new car. But the way the purpose works is to ask this question: does this action, idea, take me closer to my goal or further away from my purpose? Does it move me closer or further away? If it's going to move you further away, it's a distraction. Leave it behind, refocus on your purpose. Accept where you are, that's your starting point. So we're all individuals, and it's incredible that we have this gift, and it's unique and individual to us. Every brain is completely unique from somebody else's brain. Your journey is completely unique from somebody else's journey. So don't say, oh, look at Joe, he's got this idea and he's like always known he's going to be a doctor, and look at him and blah, blah, and he's got all the toys and I don't. And then we look at ourselves and go, there's something wrong with me. I don't have all the toys. Well, it's having the toys isn't really what the purpose is about. Living your purpose may bring those tools or toys to you. So I didn't really understand what my purpose, my true life purpose was until I was 57 years old. So there's hope for everybody, because that took me a long time to discover that. I didn't even know I was supposed to have purpose. That's how far down the chain I was. I was just living my life day to day, like a lot of people do. We live paycheck to paycheck. We go, we're pushed this way and that way by the events that are occurring in our lives. We aren't in control of our lives. The events in our lives are controlling us. And when we start living on purpose, then the magic begins to happen, and we start directing our life. So it's okay where you're at. It doesn't matter where you're beginning and from what small step you're starting. Just start. Okay, those two quotes again. If you don't know what your passion is, realize that one reason for your existence is on this earth is to find it. That's Oprah Winfrey. Go out there, dig around, do the discovery. We'll have lots of ideas for you along the way to figure out what that why or purpose is. Your work is to discover your worth, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. Source, Buddha. Again, it's like the first step. So here, beautiful summer morning, we say your first step is to balance your mindset, to make it so that it has a positive tilt, because this will make all of your journey easier when you have that positive mindset. And it's important to start there. But once you've started, once you have that sort of basic mindset, rock solid, then you can start to work on purpose, and you will find your journey is easier, because now, instead of all those negative thoughts coming up about your purpose, you're going to focus on what's the best for you. What's the best life you can live? What would your perfect day look like? Your beautiful summer morning, we have a ton of tools to use to help you rediscover what your purpose is. So the first step is a positive mindset. The second is a life purpose. Now, I just wanted to talk about this because I love this. A negative mind cannot create radiant enthusiasm. I love that term, radiant enthusiasm. You cannot get that from a negative mind. So that's one of the reasons why we want to focus on the positive, because we get that radiant enthusiasm to go out and conquer the world and do the things we need to do to live our purpose. The other one is a life purpose. Is a radiant life filled with purpose, meaning, and accomplishment. Those are the keys to well-being that I talk about a lot, Karma, that you have this purpose that makes you feel radiant, that your life is brilliant, that you love every moment that you're living, that you are filled up to overflowing with passion for your life. And finally, this is the first look at purpose. Dream purpose, dream, and our many different reasons to fulfill the dream, the purpose inspires. So when we get our purpose, it gives us the inspiration and the motivation to move forward and to dream bigger than we would otherwise venture to do. So that brings us back. So we've been talking about finding your purpose, starting out small. I was 57 years old before I discovered what my purpose was. And to explain the difference, it's like night and day. I wandered in the desert. If you like, you could use that sort of metaphor, wandering in the desert and not where you want to go. You find your purpose, and now you're in the promised land, the land of milk and honey. And really, I would not trade my purpose now for that life I lived before I found it. So one of the things, the most important basic foundation for your living your life is to, let me get myself back up on camera a little bit more. Wonderful technology. If I can figure out how to work it. Okay, there we go. So the first place that I direct all the people I coach, all the people I work with, we want you to start with developing a positive mind. And with that, we start with an affirmations masterclass. And in that masterclass, we teach you all kinds of things about what an affirmation is, what it looks like, how to spot a good affirmation, how to write an affirmation, because the ones you write yourself are the most powerful, how to create a habit of using affirmations in your day. And this helps you maintain that positive mindset. Once you get that, you go to the tipping point and you tip over and your mind is now more positive than negative. And once you reach that, that's the magic, that's the sweet spot where your life changes in front of you immediately and nothing has to change. So this is what our affirmations masterclass course is all about. It's $24.97. It is 5 lessons. It takes you through step by step. They're easy, concise steps to follow. And when you're finished, you are going to be able to maintain a positive mindset in your life. And that means that you can then work on purpose, finding that alignment, finding that guiding light that we've been talking about in this session. So please, here's the link. And it'll be in the video, in the description below the video. But just so you hear it now, just in case you want to go before the video gets up, it's beautifulsummermornings.com/MC for masterclass, mcregistration.com. Okay. And when you go there, you'll get more information and you'll be able to register for the course. So just to wrap up all of this today is purpose is your reason for getting out of bed in the morning to start with. Purpose is your guiding light. It helps you stay focused and anchored on everything is aligned in your life. And you begin to see it power up and really take off so that you have that radiant enthusiasm for the life you want to live. So thank you for listening to me today and hopefully finding out or learning a little bit more about purpose. Now we'll go into more detail. I'm working on a course on purpose and how to find your why and all the various aspects of purpose. It's such an amazing topic to talk about, and I'm really enthusiastic about finding purpose because I know firsthand the benefits of finding that purpose. Okay, this has been a beautiful summer morning training presentation. I urge you to have an amazing day wherever you are, whatever the weather. Beauty, the weather is inside of you. You create the weather that is going to give you joy and enthusiasm and peace and tranquility. I wish you all of those things. Remember, as always, dream big and live inspired.